Hi everyone, welcome to Data Elevate Hub. In this video, we are diving into the fundamentals of Python programming, starting with variables. Variables are one of the most basic and powerful concepts in any programming language. They allow you to store, modify, and reuse the data throughout your program. Let's start with variables. Variables are the containers for storing data values. It's a representational name that serves as a pointer to an object which is stored in the memory location. Once an object is assigned to a variable, it can be referred by that name. Python is dynamically typed language. So there is no need to declare a variable in advance or no need to assign a data type to it. Assigning a value to a variable itself, it declares and initializes the variable with that value, and the type is associated with the runtime values. Here in the example, I have created a variable x and assigned a value 20 to it. Here 20 is the object which is stored in my memory location. I have given the name as x. So if I want to access this object in my script, I can use the variable name x. Next, to create a variable in Python, all you need to do is specify the variable name and then assign a value to it. Python uses equal to operator to assign a values to the variables. Let's create one variable. Here I am creating a variable x and I am assigning a value 20 to it. And I am trying to print the variable x. So here x printed as 20. So it means my variable was created. Next, in Python, we have a function id. It returns a unique id for the specified object. All objects in the Python has its own unique id. The id is created to the object when it is created. And the id is nothing but the object's memory address. And it will be different for each time when you run the program. Now let's print the id of the variable x. For that, I have to use id function and then pass the variable name x. So now the object's address is printed. It's a unique ID. In Python, we have some rules for creating the variable names. Let's discuss those. The first one is variable names must start with a letter or an underscore. It means we cannot create a variable name starts with a number or a symbol. Let's create. First I am creating with letter. Sorry, let me print it as well. And I will create one more variable with underscore also. So it is also valid. Now I will create one variable with number. So it throws me an error, invalid syntax. I'll create one with symbol as well. It is also giving me invalid syntax error. So whenever we are creating a variable names, the variable name should start with a letter or a underscore. Now let's discuss about the second rule. And the remaining characters of the variable name other than first character, you can use the numbers as well. So let's define those. Course 1. It is working. Let's create one with variable name. Underscore is also working. And we cannot use the symbols in the variable names. And next, variable names are case sensitive. For example, I have defined age as 30. If I am printing it as small case age, it is throwing me an error, age is not defined. So we should ensure that the variable names are case sensitive. If I want to print the age, then I have to use the capital A. And next, we cannot use the keywords as an identifiers. It is the important one. So we have some keywords in Python which are already predefined. Each one has its own functionality. We cannot assign values to those keywords. So what are those keywords? So in Python, we have a library keyword. We can use that library to print the keywords. Let me print the keywords. So these are the predefined keywords. We cannot assign values to these keywords. Let's assign one value to one of the keyword. I'm assigning true equal to 5. Cannot assign value to it true. And let's take class. So it's invalid syntax. We cannot assign a value to a keyword. And next one is the variable name should be a single word. We cannot define variables using the multiple words. For example, course name equal to Python. It's not a valid. You can use underscore to make it a single word. It's a valid one. Let's print course name. So it printed. Now let's discuss about assigning multiple values to multiple variables in one line. Let me define 3 variables and assigning values to it. So here, whatever the order we are following in the variables name side, so it follows the same order while assigning the values. And also the number of variables on the left side is equal to number of values on the right side. Let me create 4 variables and 3 values. It throwed me an error. There are more than enough values to unpack and expected 4, but we got 3. So we should assign 4 values. So now the issue got resolved. In the similar way, you can assign 4 values to 3 variables. Same error, expected 3 but we passed 4. Here we can use underscore also to resolve the issue. And also we can assign single value to several variables simultaneously. We can use equal to operator. So here let me define. Here A, B, C, D are my variables. I am assigning one to those variables. Let me print. So all are ones. And lastly, variables in Python do not have to stay the same type as which they are first defined. For example, here I defined A as 1. It is an integer value. So now I am assigning another value Python. It's a string value. It does not make any impact. It will override the previous value. That's all about variables in Python. Variables are the cornerstone of programming. Mastering them will make your coding journey much smoother. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Data Elevate Hub. In the next video, we will explore Python data types and how they allow you to work with various forms of data efficiently.